So a couple of small details that you might miss on your day of closing if you're closing your home in the Villages, Florida. I hope that you find this helpful. I just went through a closing today, and my sellers and I had a good laugh about the first thing that I'm going to share with you. So when you are closing your home, the title company will ask you for your driver's license or government issued ID, and they're going to ask you most likely for any of your gate cards. So if you have gate cards, mail keys, you can turn in your Villages ID if you want to, but the gate cards are important because you will get money back from the Villages. Now they'll take probably a few weeks, give or take, to send that money to you. But if you have 2 gate cards, that's $130 that they're going to give you in return. So make sure that you keep those handy. We did have a good laugh. One of my sellers had thrown his in the garbage. So in the middle of our closing, he went through the garbage. He actually found it after 10 minutes, and it was garbage day. So we stopped our closing, and we did have a laugh. I had sent out this itemized list of, yay, you're under contract, here's what's next, and that was in those steps. But again, it's busy. There's a lot going on. You're not going to think about it. So I'm bringing this to your attention here. Hopefully this helps you when you go through closing and you don't just throw away those gate cards. And the second thing is, you're probably going to miss the Villages more than you know. I can't tell you how many times this happens where it's very bittersweet. We get to the closing table, and I think this can go with any home that you're selling. But there's something special about the Villages. My clients today, they have been in the Villages for 14 years, and they have loved it. They personalized their home. They made it beautiful. They loved everything about it. However, for personal reasons, my sweet seller, one of them, she is losing her eyesight, and she's been very open about that. And just such an amazing, sweet person. She used to be a school teacher for years and years. She taught second graders. She and her husband had been married for 50 years. He also was a teacher. And they have built a beautiful life. Before that, they had a tree farm in Michigan, had 160 acres, moved down to the Villages, and just enjoyed life. And as things changed health-wise, the wife, she was losing her eyesight, and they decided, okay, this is going to be the time. I want to get into an independent living facility where I can get to know the facility fully before the eyesight is completely gone. So that was their personal journey and why they had to say goodbye to the Villages. But they did joke with me that they didn't know if they were going to be able to put up with this new lifestyle, and that they might be back. I think it was half joking. They might come and find another home back in the Villages. But that is normal. So make sure that you, again, just breathe through the process. I know there's a lot that comes at you with selling your home, but take your time, enjoy your time with your friends, get their, make sure you have their contact information to stay in touch, and do all the fun things. Take advantage of the amenities that you love before you go, because chances are you might be surprised how much you're going to miss it. It's like no other place. So many people tell me that they just love it. There's something truly special. And everyone, for the record, will tell you that their neighborhood is the best neighborhood. So they lived in the best neighborhood of La Hacienda South in the Villages. And I'm excited for their new homeowner who's going to fully enjoy that home. They already love it. And little side note, my sellers and the buyers actually had wine together the night before. Right before closing. They got along so well, and that's rare. So I made another video about this, being kind in your transactions. That's really, really important. I know some people want to get everything they can out of each other in the deal, and rightfully so. The contracts will protect you, but be civil. And I said to our closing agent, I said, this is rare. This was beautiful to see both parties coming together. Not only were they, on the same page emotionally, but physically together. We all closed at the house. Our sweet closing agent came to the house because of the special needs of our client, and we all had a beautiful closing together. So I'm excited for you. If you are thinking of selling or buying your home in the Villages, I'd love to help you through the process. Maybe help you with steps that you haven't thought about yet, what to expect in the Villages, again, when buying or selling. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to share with someone that you know who is thinking of selling in the Villages or moving here soon. I'll put my contact info in the description. And as always, if you need any help or have any questions, I'm here for you. Have an amazing day, and God bless.